All right, folks, how we doing today? So I'm just taking a break here. I hope everybody had a good weekend. What's today? 10 May. And don't forget this tax time day, ladies and gentlemen. All right, in a week, countdown 7 days. How we doing, folks? So yeah, we got a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Some things I was thinking about over the weekend here that I wanted to talk about. And I saw a video from the Trey King show as I woke up this morning. Something that really just bugged me out. I want to talk about this incident today. It was a man, I don't even know his name though. It was down in Pensacola, Florida, that tried to break and enter into his ex-girlfriend's house and ended up getting killed at the scene. Okay, it was a 54-year-old man. And again, I got it from a local news source out there in Pensacola and Trey King show. All right, that's a good channel to listen to for incidents like this. Okay, 54 years old. I think he had at least 2 kids. Was guess for whatever reason, him and his girlfriend broke up. And based on the tape, yes, he did try to he kicked in the door. And he was all pissed off, making statements or whatever, say, you want to play, be, quote unquote, you want to play, bitch, and all this other stuff. It was cussing the girl out. And he attempted to kick the door about 4 or 5 times. Finally kicked in the door. And as he went inside the house, then he went in and searched different rooms or whatever. I guess the girl was hiding in her room, okay, and, acted in self-defense, and she ended up popping this dude up, ended up shooting him twice. 1 shot, dead in the head. So I guess, hey, I hate to say, but that was a good shot. Dead, okay. Man, this is just a horrible incident or whatever. And with incidents like this, and I made a couple of videos here last week about women end up coming up missing and stuff like that. People break up all the time, but probably between the middle of March and the middle of May is very, very volatile as far as in relationships and all that. I tell people, summertime's coming, okay. People want to get out and start moving around and stuff like that. And these things happen. Now, I'm thinking for an incident like that to happen, they probably had problems, for a while before that occurred or whatever. But it just got to a point where it just surfaced and bubbled, and it gets spiraled out of control. All right. And that ended up becoming the fate of a gentleman, okay, of a father. But, she did what she had to do. She acted in self-defense, and it's going to be unfortunate those kids will have to grow up without their father or whatever, and to be able to witness that, and, partially, and, for their mom to be able to explain what happened and all that. But, man, these women don't be playing or whatever, okay? These women, especially mothers, they go through great lengths or whatever to protect their children, okay? They feel that their children are threatened, okay? I mean, hey, if they got to put hands, or if they got to, if they're going to have to bring out that heat, they'll do it, for their children, okay? There's a lot of mothers that are very, very protective on their children. So, guys, be careful. And men too. And we'll get an opportunity where we'll talk about that too. Okay, probably around close to Father's Day or whenever. Maybe it's a profound incident or whatever, or news article pops up. We'll talk about that though, men. Okay, we'll have our say so over that. But yeah, so I can tell you right now, you're looking at breaking and entering. This woman acted in self-defense. Ain't nothing gonna happen or whatever to that man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't. That's an open and shut case right there. That's over with, okay? And even if he did survive it, you know, he would be charged with breaking and entering. And actually, he broke a restraint order, okay? She already had a restraint order on that man, so that's over, okay? The best advice I can give you, because this is a volatile time. And again, I mentioned before last week that there's a lot of comedic nostalgia behind this or whatever. Right around May 1st or whatever, all right? It is killing season, all right? Maybe we'll get into talking about, you know, all that stuff. But, man, I'll just say like this. You dealing with a modern woman, and even if you square it away, you know, like, especially in America, because they can get away with more than they can out east. I mean, they could change up. Some women could change up on you for any reason or no reason. And I know it's frustrating, but the best thing to do is probably just let it go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but if you're squared away, you don't have a lot to worry about. And either she does decide she want to leave or whatever. Okay, hopefully you'll get to see your kids. Now, if you get to a point to where those visitation rights are taken away, then you need to go to court. Go in court and try to file for some type of joint custody or whatever. You know, put it on child support. But that's the best thing you could do. You know, and have a, you know, let her go. Things will work out the way that it needs to work out, and, you know, have some type of arrangements where you can, you know, be able to provide for the kids and also to visit them on the legal state. All right. I mean, in the state, you know, although many women they use the state as a crutch or whatever, but there's many states are starting to see that, you know, that you have good fathers out here. Although some fathers do make mistakes, and they're starting to credit the fathers or whatever, you know, because some of these women, they do use the state or whatever, okay, or other men, but just try to use the state against the father. You know what I'm saying? Drag him through the mud, you know. So it can work both ways as long as you're doing, I think, your due diligence and, you know, taking care of the kids and providing for them, and you playing your role or whatever. Man, all I can say is rest in peace to that gentleman. I pray that maybe this is something to stimulate thought. You know, there's a lot of women out here packing or whatever, but again, you know, women are very, very protected over their children. I'll tell you now, guys. So, man, it's hurts me to talk about this, but, you know, I feel like it's something that I need to talk about. So that's it on that. Again, you know, just keep the Most High first in situations like this. If you feel that, you know, your relationships or whatever are on rocks or whatever, you know, and situations happen like this, I guess, hey, try to stay calm. You know, let her go. If it's somebody else in the mix, you find out, hey, let her be the next man's problem or whatever. You know, things, again, as I said before, things will work out the way that it needs to work out or whatever, okay? So you have a role to play as a father regardless. And these things, you know, these things happen. And even you guys out there or whatever, like, even if you decide you want to leave the woman or whatever, okay, that you don't want to get, you know, it's kind of immature to say, well, if I can't be with you, or the woman could say, if I can't be with you, then the kids are not going to be with you, okay? In the end of the day, both mother and father have a role to play, all right? But I'm just talking about incidents like this. Yeah, beware, because, yeah, when you kick in that door, it's a stand your ground law, particularly in Florida or whatever, and your life is in that person's hands. All right. Well, I'm not going to say if you like it, but feel free to subscribe, leave your comments, shares. Check out some of my other videos. I'm going to try to do one more before the end of the day. And that's all I have for now. All right, you guys have a good one. Peace.